Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I'm bringing to you another ranking video, and today we're ranking all of my Charlotte Tilbury makeup, and it's a little bit more than I thought it was. So some of you may have seen on Instagram I teased for this video by showing this little wooden tray of all of my Charlotte Tilbury makeup. I actually forgot 2 products, so it's more than I thought it was, but we do have 15 products to rank today, so let's go ahead and get into it. I want to say first and foremost though that I love all of these products, maybe not the very last place yet, but just putting that out there, I ranked things where I thought it made the most sense based on the things that I am always most excited to wear and so on. So coming in at number 15 is a product that I simply just have not figured out yet. I haven't gotten along with this product just yet, and I find it really hard to apply. That is the Glowgasm Beauty Wand High Blush. This is in the shade Peachgasm. It's a really pretty color. I do have some of this on today, though like I said before, it was a bit of a struggle to get this on. I do think I might prefer this little duo fiber brush from e.l.f. to a sponge. It's just so metallic, as you can see here on my hand, and I think that's why I have trouble getting it on. But I put a little bit of another blush, a powder blush on, and then put this kind of on the high points, and I think it turned out pretty good. Just at the bottom, because I haven't figured her out. We're not friends yet. We're like more acquaintances or neighbors. Number 14 is actually a product that fooled me. It tricked me. I thought I liked this at first, but then upon like a second and a third application, I don't think I liked it as much as I thought I did, and that is the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. Charlotte loves her long names for her products. And this is a pretty product, and I think in maybe more focused or concentrated manner it might make more sense for me. I don't know. It's this very gold, and of course it blends out on the skin. I do like that it sort of absorbs completely into the skin for sure. It doesn't feel like an extra layer. It does have quite a strong floral fragrance to it, so if that's going to be bothersome for you, I would stay far away. But the thing I don't love about this is that upon close inspection, it's very glittery. Actually, there's actual glitter particles in this primer, and I'm not into that. That kind of stuff tends to highlight texture on my skin, and I don't need any help with that. So probably use it up in some capacity, but definitely would not repurchase this product. The next product I absolutely love, and I am wearing it today, but because it's more of a utilitarian makeup product in my mind is why it's ranked a little lower. So coming in at 13 is the Pillow Talk eyeliner. This is my perfect eyeliner. I love burgundy eyeliner and I love brown eyeliner, and this is like burgundy and brown had a baby. Could not be more perfect. I use it a ton. Again, I'm wearing it today, which you may or may not be able to tell based on the mascara that's mostly covering it, but it's beautiful. It's creamy. It's a gel eyeliner insofar as I can tell, blendable and long lasting. I would definitely agree with that. I always blend out my eyeliner with a little angled brush, so I highly recommend this. The only reason it's ranked so low is because I have a lot of beautiful makeup from Charlotte Tilbury that gives me like excitement. I was gonna say joy. This gives me joy. The rest of this stuff brings excitement. Coming in at number 12, I like this product, but I think there's definitely some hype that has built up around this product and others like it in the line, and I was just like underwhelmed when I got it and tried it out and so on, and that is the little Pillow Talk Luxury Eyeshadow Quad. It's really pretty. This is more of like a glitter topper shade that almost gets like hard pan the minute that you put your finger into it, so that's definitely not my favorite, though I could see using it as a topper with like a glitter glue and a brush, or maybe even a sponge tip applicator. I will say, however, that these two mattes are very, very light in their pigment. This darker brown is more like a transition shade for me, and I can use the pink one all day long as like a blending shade, but that is what it is. I do have some of this. I have the brown and this gold on my eyes today, along with others that I will call out as I go along. But I was just a little disappointed, to be honest. This is a very expensive, it's $56, I think this is. The pans are small, and I don't know. I think this would be a great everyday palette for somebody who doesn't like really pigmented makeup. It is easy to use and all of that, but it just ranks lower down because it's just okay. It's fine. I'll use it. Coming in at number 11 is kind of a deluxe sample size, and I have multiple of them, and I have finished one of these before. It is the Little Mini Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. This is a beautiful pinky rose nude shade, and I do really like this color. This is very similar to my actual lip color, so I don't know as if I would purchase this color in a full size in the future. I do have the dupe on the way to me from Flower Beauty, so I'm excited to be able to compare the two, especially shade wise, when it gets here. So I'll bring you that comparison at some point, maybe over on Instagram. But for now, this one comes in at number 11 because, again, I like other products in my collection better. I will say, however, their Matte Revolution formula is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, matte lipstick formula. Coming in at number 10 is another lipstick, also in the Matte Revolution line. I have 3 of them, and this is the shade Very Victoria. This is a really pretty, perfect nude. I find it to be almost neutral if you look at this, and that's what I like about it. I am not a huge fan of a super warm nude on myself, and so this fits that bill because a cool nude also does not look good on me because I have a warm complexion. So I really love this nude. Again, favorite matte formula, but it had to go somewhere, and it did come in at number 10. Number 9 is a beautiful gift that I received from hubby and kiddos for my birthday. My daughter picked it out because she's a Friends fan. Little clue for you, and that is the Hot Lips 2 lipstick in the shade Glowing Gen. Look how pretty that is. It's a really beautiful, warm, rosy shade, and these are the type of warm lipsticks that I can get away with. Something with a little bit more pink to it versus nude or brown, I think. And I love this. This is definitely a creamy formula, or a cream formula, I should say. Has a little shine to it. It's really pretty. In fact, let's put some on top. This is another lipstick we'll talk about later. Spoiler. Love it. And this packaging is refillable, so at which point, you know, that I use this up and I want to try another color, I can do that. I also think it would be a really pretty keepsake to pass on to my daughter someday with a fresh tube of lipstick in it. You know, hashtag wedding dreams. Coming in at number 8, this one pained me a little bit, I'll be honest, and I do have this on today. This is the blush I have underneath, the Glowgasm blush, and it is my Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher in the shade Pillow Talk. Looks like this, or as my husband calls it, the boob blush, because he picked it out. And it's a really beautiful blush. I just don't find that it's overly special in color to my collection. I feel like I have some similar blushes to this in my collection. Dulce Vita from NARS, Mellow Mauve from e.l.f. But it is beautiful, and I do like the setup of this. Sometimes I really do like to put the color all over my cheeks and then take this little highlighty shade and just put it on top of the cheekbones, and it's really beautiful. beautiful, beautiful formula, but I had to go somewhere, and like I said, because it's not an overly unique color to my collection, that's why it ranked further down. I believe this next product for number 7 was one of my first Charlotte Tilbury products. It was something I wanted like since I started watching YouTube, and certainly since I've been creating YouTube videos. Wow, words. But it's the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I love this packaging. It says on the website that it was sort of inspired from the metal cigarette cases that women used to carry in the 1920s, and everything about this product is luxury. I just love it. The reason this ranks just a little further down is because I do have to work with this a little bit in terms of the contour shade in order to build it up on my skin tone, especially as, you know, the year moves on and I start to have a little bit of color in my skin. So you can see it's nice. Today I used it as a contour, but I do find if I use this with a larger, fluffier brush, it does warm up the complexion really well, but it also works. I think it's more of a neutral tone than anything, and it really does work nicely as a little contour. So that's how I used it today. And I did also use the highlight in here for the schnoz and the Cupid's bow. Did I put some on my cheeks? I think I did. Number 6 is a favorite from a lot of people here on YouTube, and I do love this product. It is
the Holly Store? What?
It is the Hollywood Contour Wand. I have mine in fair medium. This is a fabulous product. Little fussy just in terms of the applicator and trying to work with this as well as working with a brush or a sponge, but it is really beautiful. It looks like a nice contour shade, but I feel like when I blend it out, it again brings a nice warmth to the skin that I can use it as sort of a bronzer, so to speak. My one complaint with this one, which oddly enough didn't happen with this tubey thing, but when I opened this up for the first time, opened up the mechanism and went to squeeze the product up, half of this was air. If you can see, like, I have not used this so heavily. Half of the tube was air. I don't know what else to say about it. And for the cost of this product, I don't know that I would purchase this again, especially now that you've seen my cream bronzer video. You will know that I found quite a few new cream products in the bronzer arena this year, and I'm loving them, and they're far, far more economical than this one. It's a beautiful product, but I just don't know that I would repurchase it knowing now what I didn't know then, and that is you're paying for half air. Coming in at number 5, maybe this was my first Charlotte Tilbury product, I'm not for sure. My husband purchased this for me last holiday 2019, and it is the Instant Look in a Palette Gorgeous Glowing Beauty. I hope first of all that you can see just how intricate and beautiful this packaging is. Very, very special. And then you get 3 eyeshadows, bronzer, Swish and Pop, blush, and a highlighter, and these are fabulous. I've used the absolute snot out of this. I don't know if you can see that I have really good dips going in the eyeshadows, and I've almost completely worn away the writing on the pop part of this, but I love this. This is literally an instant look in a palette. It's everything you need for your face, excepting if you wear concealer, foundation, powder. But in terms of colored face products and eyeshadows for a really nice look, I love this. This eyeshadow right here is gorgeous. I did. I went on with this on the inner corner, but look how gorgeous that is. It's just so slick and shiny and glossy. Glossy is a good word for it. So I absolutely love this. I would buy one of these again if it was different enough from this one, because the products are definitely superior. And if you're wanting to try Charlotte Tilbury as a brand and you can work it into your budget, this is definitely the way to go, because you get to try like 4 different products, you know, eyeshadow, bronzer, blush, highlight from the line, consistent with the rest of her products for, you know, less than if you bought them all separately. Let's say that. Also from holiday 2019, also a gift from the hubby who likes to spoil me, is the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette. Again, look at that packaging. And you can't see it as much on the front, but it's got this marbled texture as well. I absolutely adore this palette, so much so that I also gave one to my bestie, and I think she really likes it too. One thing I love about this palette is the 4 different trios and just what they have to give. I did use this shade as well as this lighter gold today to sort of round out the look. I used a little bit from each of the eyeshadow palettes that I have. And I just love this. This green look is just one of my favorite looks. If I'm wearing green, I really want to wear that trio, hands down. I have no complaints about this palette. It's a beautiful palette. The only thing I will say, and I mentioned this in a recent video as well, Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows are not going to last you 12 hours. They're not. Maybe 8 hours. That's something to keep in mind. I can't in my right mind recommend Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows to you without letting you know that. All right, top 3, baby. I'm a nerd. Coming in at number 3, definitely a favorite for me. And these 3, while I ranked them, you can consider all of these in the number 1 space, essentially, because it was really hard. These 3 products are my 3 favorite products from Charlotte Tilbury. Coming in at number 3, I went ahead and put in the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have mine in shade 3, which is light medium. And I have this on top of my foundation, but underneath everything else that I put on, and I just love the natural glow that it gives. This is what it looks like, so you can see it does have some opacity to it, but when you blend it out, it's just the most gorgeous glow you've ever seen. The texture is what makes this different than other products like this. I know people compare this to like the Milani one and different drugstore options and so on, and I think that's fantastic. If you're looking for a similar look, I think that that will yield a similar look for you. However, the texture of this one is just different. It dries down completely, which is fabulous. There's no dewiness, and I also think just the multi-purpose qualities of this product are what make it really special. I absolutely will put it on first, put my foundation over top, and it's stunning that way. You know, some people wear it all on its own. I personally, with my combo to oily skin, could not do that, but it's beautiful. I mostly use mine as a liquid highlighter, but I love it. It is the most, I just feel freaking gorgeous when I wear this, okay? Coming in at number 2 is the lipstick that I had on before I layered the other lipstick on top. Again, it comes from her Matte Revolution formula, and it is Bond Girl. I wish I could insert the James Bond theme here, but this is like my perfect reddy, rosy, bricky color. I just feel fierce when I wear this. I feel like I could conquer the world. This my husband picked out for me because he loves a beautiful, bold, red, berry, something kind of lip, and I feel amazing in it, and I think that's partly why, is that he picked it out for me because he loves the color on me. So here it is, my number 1 product from Charlotte Tilbury. Definitely one of the first products that I got from the line. It's been raved all over YouTube, but this particular one, this particular color is the one, and it is her Eyes to Mesmerize cream shadow in the shade Marie Antoinette. I had to force myself not to use this today and to use those beautiful eyeshadow palettes that I showed you. But this is gorgeous. I have decided that I cannot live my life without this product. It's a really different texture, and it's, I don't know, there's something about it that makes it so much better than other cream shadows. And it's moussey, but it's shiny, it dries down completely, relatively long lasting compared to her powder eyeshadows. And I do find if I wear this as a base and layer her other products over top, I do get a little bit more longevity out of them. But I also just love this color. Like, it's almost like a bronze with a taupe shift to it, and so it works with warm and cool. There's just nothing I don't love about this. This is a one and done eyeshadow product for me. I will just put this all over the lid, take a little brush, blend it into my crease and transition area, just a nice diffused little situation there, and then take a pencil brush or something like that on the lower lash line, mascara, and boom, I'm done. And I just can't tell you, I probably use this 100 times just in that way. So it's absolutely stunning. If I had to recommend you purchase one thing from the Charlotte Tilbury line, this is the one. This is the one I would recommend, or these two. And this is a great one too. If you're not into cream shadows, this would be what I would recommend to you, because it's a beautiful, beautiful product. Overall, I think the thing about Charlotte Tilbury that has me just sucked in is the beautiful packaging, the beautiful finishes to the products that she has to offer, the textures, you know, with things like this, you can tend to get a little too dewy, and for a girl like myself, too dewy is not cool. And the texture of her matte lipsticks is something that is really hard to describe. I love it. It's one of my favorite brands, and I just thought it would be fun. I know you guys frequently comment on my Charlotte Tilbury products when I feature them in videos, and so I just thought I'd rank them for you today in case you were looking for recommendations. And I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you're new to my channel, a very special welcome to you. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave in case you liked what you saw today. It's free, it's fun, it's easy, and it helps you find my videos Tuesday through Friday when I upload. And with all of that said, I hope you're being kind to everyone and that all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in my next video real soon.